Hello, Merry Christmas, and welcome to the Great British Shitcom, the show where we watch some essentially forgotten sitcom classics to see if they stood the test of time. I am Mark Winter. This is Chris Woods.
Hello.
This is Chris
Should
James.
we say, like, if it has stood the test of time, we say ho, 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 and if it hasn't, we say no, no, no?
Could we do that for a festive special? Yeah, why not?
Thanks. I just thought of that.
Yeah, good. Yeah, quick fire material.
Didn't even need to write it down.
As normal.
Yeah, nearly Christmas time.
Yeah, how you feeling? You feeling festive, both of you?
Yeah, fairly festive. Quite looking forward to it. First Christmas in the new house. So
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, God. Not looking forward to the gas bill going up though, being in though. That time of year, innit?
Why? What are you burning? What are you? What? Why?
What do you mean? You've just got it on for longer, innit? It's cold.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, just winter, isn't it?
Immediately thought you were burning something. I don't know.
No. Evidence.
Don't know why I thought that. So yeah, are you here Christmas Day? I think we had this chat already, but I've completely forgot.
Well, I wouldn't like to publicise where my whereabouts are on Christmas Day. No, we're going to split it, so I'm going to go to my family.
What are we talking about
Alice's
this?
family.
It's just nice, isn't it?
No, it's not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just more of an off-air conversation, isn't it?
Just a chat. What are you doing for Christmas?
Mark, mine on the way home, we stop off at Tesco. I need to get a few bits.
Got a petrol in the car? Or?
Talking about Tesco. Did you work in Tesco?
No.
Fuck.
Why?
Did you work in a supermarket?
No.
Yeah, I asked him on the way there. Would you used to work in Tesco?
I swear you used to
No,
work.
I went for an interview there once, and I didn't get the job.
Right.
This was where I got because obviously I was like very shy, quite naive, young lad. And when I got asked how flexible,
Oh, I guess that'd be good. Go on.
I responded like, "Well, I can. I'm pretty good at lifting things up."
Come on, hold the stick across here. I'll have a limbo.
I can pick things up and that. Well, whatever you want. Go on. Orange juice, biscuits.
How is that flexibility?
Just like
That's a strength.
listing all the contents of the shop.
That's just a show of strength.
I do all of our work. Ultimately, might be
I
difficult.
do all my own stunts. It's great. It's amazing. Don't worry about it. It's all right. I'm not locked in. Look at that. Amazing. Full range.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Well,
didn't get a job.
Oh,
It's weird that was.
Well, at least you got that follow-up into it, Cirque du Soleil, so that was good.
Oh,
Prepared
incredible.
for that. got that crossover. Yeah. So no, didn't work in Tesco's. That was my one little.
I just thought you were at like the bakery or the deli or something. I'm sure I had a memory of you like wearing one of those little mesh hats.
No, that was just fashion. It's just. That's what look good. Gets your head to breathe, doesn't it?
There was a like sort of brief period in autumn 2003 where it was like deli chic. Everyone was wearing a white
I'd
white
say
coat.
so. Blue and white striped trousers, amazing. Kitchen clogs. And the apron, that apron paid for itself. The amount of mud splashes it reduced. It's perfect.
Well, that's answered my question. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, no, never worked in Tesco's. Good day.
Where did you work, Mark, as a youngster?
I was a very lazy youngster. I didn't have any jobs. I went for 2 interviews. I went for one interview at Barkingside Snooker Hall, and the interview basically was one question, which was a maths question to work out how much I would have to charge someone for a certain amount of time. And I think I worked the answer out, but I was also a bit shy, and I was too slow to respond, and didn't get a job because of that.
2 weeks later.
It's annoying because you
Still there.
it's annoying because you bought some of those white gloves and everything.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
That's upsetting.
bought my own chalk. And the other job was went for an interview in the bingo hall. Didn't get that either.
Yeah.
Shame.
Well, because the 2 ladies interviewing you were a bit rotund, and then you shout at that 2 fat ladies, and they got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, and the CEO was a duck, and he didn't like me shouting out. Single duck.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. How about you? Come on, although you had some jobs.
Yeah, I worked in the sports shop in Buckingham High Street, Atkinson's.
Oh yeah.
Got sacked because he got robbed.
What?
Yeah.
They found the balaclava in his bag. Worked the rest out.
Why did you get sacked for it being robbed?
It was my fault.
Oh, was it?
Gave the robber the keys to the shop.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh, left something there. Could go in there. All right, lock yourself. Lock it up when you come out. Go on.
All right, mate, I'm the till inspector. I've come. This money doesn't seem right. I'm going to take it away for testing.
Oh, okay then. All right. Can I give your name? Yes. What would you do then? What'd you do? Leave it open?
Well, Well, I was going to go into it now. I mean, it's
okay,
still pending legal litigation. I basically left the shop floor unattended for a couple of minutes, and then he had enough time to open the till and take all the money.
Oh Christ!
Should have been left on my own, really, as a youngster.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
It's by the by, still. Gaz report, the business has failed and shut down, so I had the last laugh. Yeah, I just hope that £200 went some way towards their financial ruin. So gutted.
Yeah. I had a quick Christmas question for you guys.
Like
it's not a fun one.
jokes.
Christmas question.
I was thinking, what if you can think of any products that people are selling at Christmas that don't need to be Christmassy, but they are? Like, for example, I've got my own flat now. I had to buy my own toilet paper and snowmen on it. Not needed.
Couple of those and shit. That'd be fun.
Yeah, exactly. Little brown snowman.
Yeah, but they brand loads of stuff. We went into shop yesterday because we needed some new dishwash tablets. Just need them.
This is the most mundane start to a podcast ever.
Well, no, but it's things that you need, don't you?
Get the bells going again.
But you're looking down on the clean aisle, and obviously, like, cleaning companies release their like festive chemical, like festive chemicals.
H2O hot water.
Chris on the marketing board of Jif. We're gonna have to let you go.
What scent is it? It's a festive chemical. Crude. We love it. Anyway, so some of them released them, and one really weird one was they had like these fairy tablets, but they were spiced apple.
Okay, yeah.
But I wouldn't, like, for washing up liquid, yeah, but I wouldn't.
I want my clothes to smell of it. Yeah.
No, it wasn't clothes washing. It was dishwasher tablets.
Oh,
yeah. You don't want it to smell
So
of
I
anything.
want your plates to
really.
smell like spiced apple, wouldn't it? It'd put you off your steak pie.
that's true.
It'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was weird. But like some of the normal, like just regular scents, and they've just put like snowflakes on the packet and stuff to make it look Christmassy and stuff, don't they?
It is weird. What is the default fairy scent? What is it even that? Like, it's funny how we accept that as being a neutral flavour.
Flavour. Yeah, again, not the first time you've done that.
A neutral scent, and we go, yeah, that's fine, that's neutral. But anything out of the ordinary, Chris fucking loses his shit.
No, I just think it's
You have
weird.
to be
Isn't it?
removed from
Like,
the
I wouldn't have
supermarket.
thought it would have a. You wouldn't want like lemony fresh. I can understand.
But it's funny how lemon is supposed to be like a neutral thing. We go, yeah, that's fine, lemon.
That's like the acidic thing, isn't it? It's like a cleanser, isn't it? Like,
That's true.
when you're cleaning stuff with lemon, it's like it cuts through. Tip there for you. Got a bit large scale in your taps. Just cut a lemon in half, tie it around a tap.
Tie a little lemon.
Pending 2021 Christmas Carol.
Stupid Max Bygrave voice. Tie a little lemon. Even he leant forward as well, like he's wearing a suit. We're having fun, aren't we?
Shall I kick off because we've got a lot to get through.
Oh
today.
fuck yeah, we do, don't we?
So we're doing 12 days of Shitmas again. I think the list I sent you two guys the other day, as usual, I realised I got it wrong. We had two shows in there.
He put the same one in there
Put the same one in twice. So I replaced one of them from the list I sent you the other day.
Okay, good.
And we had
Again, off-air chat doesn't need to be done here, but
yeah,
Just admin.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Eh? And we had a show in there that we already watched, so I got rid of that as well. So what we're going to watch now is 3 shows, but from this list of 12, we got Get Some In, Robin's Nest, Kiss Me Kate, Mr. Bean, The Larkins, Only When I Laugh, That's My Boy, George and Mildred, In Loving Memory, Two's Company, Still Game, and Watching. Now, I've read them quite quickly, but any of them stand up to you guys you want to talk about beforehand, or should we just crack straight on and spin a wheel?
None of them particularly.
cool.
Right, shall I spin this wheel?
Yeah.
Just before you spin the wheel, Mark.
Oh, go for it.
Just quick question. Just nothing related. What is the best Christmas present?
The best Christmas present?
What is this? What are you reading from?
I don't know, but I feel like you've had this queued up for a while.
No, it's just a British question, isn't it? If you had to pick best Christmas present, what do you think?
That's a little bit scared. I don't know. Socks? I don't know. It's what people always get.
Okay. No, I don't know. James, what do you think?
I'm gonna say socks as well. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'd probably go for a broken drum because you can't beat it.
Oh come on! There we
Sorry.
go. That is superb.
Just a little thing. Just thinking about it.
Oh,
just,
brilliant.
Just Christmas questions.
I'll be pretty annoyed if someone gave me a broken drum then for Christmas.
Yeah, but you can't beat it. So.
That's true. Just keep repeating that. No, seriously, is there anything you got for me? Yeah, we can't beat it, can you?
Did you get the receipt? Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
You can't beat it.
Can't receipt it.
Take it back to the shop. I'd like to return this drum. Why? You can't beat it. Oh, why are you returning it then? That's not a valid reason. Joker.
Absolutely ridiculous. You got any more of those?
Yeah, got loads.
Good.
Just questions, just why not?
He's just an inquisitive man, Mark. That's all.
Just sometimes you want to know,
He
don't you?
just wants the answers.
Just like, I think sometimes at Christmas we think about modern time, don't we? But I mean, I suppose you think about Christmas being timeless, didn't you? So
We do, yeah.
I mean, this one doesn't really make any sense because it depends when you think Christmas started. So I mean, some people think Christmas, obviously we celebrate 25th of December,
Yeah.
which, I mean, what's that? Like year zero, isn't it? Because you've got AD and then BC straight after.
No wonder this cracker was so big.
Just a text.
Hardback piece of paper.
So we celebrate Christmas then, 25th. I mean, obviously there's the pagan festivals that are around then, so we're not really sure when the birth of Christ was. But let's say
Queen's speech started.
that obviously God being omnipotent and omnipresent, he knew that there was going to be a Christmas. So if we cast our minds back to Garden of Eden, controversial, don't know
Sure.
if that might have done. So Adam's there, and he sort of, what did Adam say the day before Christmas? What could he have said?
I think I know.
Yeah. Go on, Mark. What is it?
It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, he would have done. Yeah.
So comma, isn't it?
Yeah.
So comma. It's
But
Christmas, comma,
it's
Eve.
Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve.
Okay, well.
Yeah. But then he wouldn't have said that because if he'd have said it would have been it's Christmas Eve. He wouldn't have said that, would he? Because if he said it's Christmas Eve, it means Christmas Day, and it's not Christmas Eve anymore. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Fraught with errors.
And he probably wouldn't have said it in English either because
Go on, just spin that stupid fucking wheel.
Alright.
Does it make a noise?
I don't know. Actually, it's a new one. I lost the last one.
it's almost like a sort of radio in the background noise it makes when it's spinning.
Yeah.
Just-
Fingers crossed. We're watching. That's my boy.
That's my boy.
That's my boy. What number is that?
Don't know, ever heard of it. What is the premise of this then?
So premise, Molly Sugden goes to her employment agency only to find herself with a new job for her son, Shane, she gave up for adoption years ago. This series shows how Molly gave up her son and the miracle of fate bringing them back together. So it's got Molly Sugden, Christopher Blake and Jennifer Lonsdale.
Sugden, that rings a bell. Who's Suggers?
Molly Sugden, is she, are you being served?
Oh, yeah.
Should we go straight on and watch this or do you want to talk about anything
No.
else?
No, let's go straight and watch that then.
Cool. Right, then that's my boy. And the episode we're watching is called Cold Turkey.
What's that going to be about? Drugs?
Oh, Merry Christmas, thanks.
Yeah. A belt, thank you.
It's not snow.
Just like
Just what I wanted, teaspoons.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
We just watched That's My Boy, Cold Turkey. That was part of Series 2, Episode 9, which aired on 23rd of December 1983. The plot for that, Ida plans a small Christmas... Ida plans a small quiet Christmas, but what's
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm looking at it going like, I can't read this, but the words are right in front of me. People just invited around for Christmas and had a cold turkey. Done.
So that was a literal
I see why it's called
cold
turkey
turkey
now,
because
yeah,
the
that's
turkey
clever.
was cold,
Oh, that's
frozen.
spoilers.
Once there, weren't you? Oh, sorry. Well, it's weird, right?
Oh, you're being served, right? It was before this, I'm guessing.
I would assume so, yeah.
And then Suggs moved on to this. It was more of a star vehicle for her. I guess she was she was the main.
Yeah, because I think she was in something else called Mrs. Noah. What was it? The one with the elderly lady in space.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah.
But she plays the main character in this.
What's her name? Ida.
Ida, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like most Christmas episodes we've watched, it's like a self-contained thing where it's all kind of like a lot of people's Christmas days. It's all kind of contained within a couple of rooms, like and all the people are there. I think it begins maybe on Christmas Eve, isn't it? It's before Christmas Day anyway.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause they're still getting a turkey, aren't they?
Yeah. So it starts off and it's a breakfast in Sugden's kitchen, right? It's very 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Beige kitchen, crockery set.
Yeah, terrible crockery set.
Pretty bad. Bit of bread, cut, loaf.
Hand cut loaf, yeah. Hand cut.
Yeah, definitely with a knife.
It's good.
Toaster, spotted.
Just naming kitchen, fridge, oven.
Can you confirm was there a kettle?
There's some knives on the wall, little magnetic strip holding them up. Very efficient.
That's nice
Keeps them offside, I like that.
No, because I didn't even mention it because my mum had the same toaster. I remember it.
What?
My mum had the same toaster that they had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Okay, sorry. I thought
Give it a shout out to the toaster.
She was a big fan of the show.
Oh yeah.
It was a That's My Boy branded toaster.
That's my bread.
It burnt. That's my boy.
That's my bread.
Got toast, but starts as bread.
Yep. And what are they? I've only written kitchen, breakfast, and toaster.
Then he started looking on
after they got hungry.
vintagekitchenappliances.com just to see if he could get his kit out.
It's a good website, folks. So I recommend you taking a look. It's
Well,
got
a lot of
the.
that stuff probably would be good to sell now. Like big market for it, vintage stuff.
Oh yeah, you've got that website like you mentioned, vintage fiction. What is it called?
Vintage kitchen appliances stuff.
That's
Yeah.
sponsor for today's episode.
Yeah, you can get the toaster from That's My Boy. You can get the kettle from Butterflies. the famous phone from One Foot in the Grave, 4291.
But for the numbers, the house, not the phone. So
Take that up on the website. That's nothing to do with me.
I bought this phone. It's not for.
So what was like the overall plot for the episode?
Oh, yeah, good
so
idea.
they were basically missing a turkey, and basically one by one she's realising she's having guests inviting themselves.
Yeah, so
to the party.
her small Christmas is getting slightly bigger, and they haven't got a turkey.
Yep.
Is it a brother? I think we found out later. The weird guy, wasn't it?
Wilfred, her brother.
Said he's got him a turkey, and then he turns up and he has.
To be fair,
Give him his credit.
to be completely fair to Wilfred, he has got a turkey.
To be fair, he was a very literal person, non-stop. And he brings a live turkey, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Which doesn't really do anything, does it? It's not a character.
It's a big laugh. It's the biggest laugh of the show.
Yeah, it introduces the fact, and then when the turkey's off screen is when you get more of the action.
Yeah.
They obviously had that turkey for like an hour or something, and they had to let's just film it coming in and coming out, and the rest of it was like Molly Sugden, a close shot of her walking into the bathroom and pointing at the ground, going, "Oh, stop it, turkey!" And then obviously a cassette of a turkey going.
Turkey had a 10 o'clock appointment at Bernard Matthews.
I haven't seen it since. That's
really weird.
Initially, old Suggers reckons that it's gonna. What's her son's name? Christopher Blake. What's his? Pete.
It wasn't really relevant, was it?
No,
It really wasn't. Let's have a look.
The aforementioned boy of That's My Boy.
So here his name's Dr. Robert Price, but he was called Shane.
Shane.
So I reckon that his initial name was Shane.
Yeah,
Who's
she called
Christopher
him
Blake?
Shane, and then he got called Robert by his other mother.
Who plays Dr. Shane?
So yeah. So I think we're all answering it, but we all need to come together. So the actor's name is Christopher Blake, and then when she put him up for adoption, his name was Shane.
Right.
But then when he was adopted, he was known as Robert Price and became a doctor. So he's Dr. Robert Price.
Sounds like a fraudster. Which name's true? So initially it's going to be Suggers and Christopher Blake just together on Christmas Day.
Oh no, and his partner.
And his partner, the posh bird. What's her name?
Let's have a look.
Sonia or something. Having a go.
Every time you go, what was her name? And then you just throw her name out as a guess. And it's never accurate. Angie.
It's not far off Sonia, is it?
Angie Price, so they're married in this.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah, fine.
I don't believe it.
So it's just them three. Wait, maths. Three.
Three.
And then she gets a card from Chris's other mummy. Chris. What's his name? Shane.
Robert.
Robert. Oh, fucking too many names.
Well, yeah, his real name is Christopher Blake.
I prefer it when the actor plays a character that's their actual real name, to be honest.
It's much easier for us,
it's
isn't
much
it?
easier.
This is like Talented Mr. Ripley. So many names. All right. And then she gets a card from his other mum. Don't know what her name was.
Mrs. Price.
Okay, fine. And she's invited herself, and everyone's furious. And it turns out that Angie has
Angie's
invited her,
done it,
taking it upon herself to invite her. It's not much funny stuff going on at this point. It's all kind of people doing retorts towards each other and everything. And Molly Sugden like raising her eyebrows and rolling her eyes and stuff.
Yeah, just sort of like sarky answers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's bad. And I thought throughout Christopher Blake was pretty bad, really wooden and bad.
Yeah, he was pretty terrible. The comedy timing was just awful. It's like he was just reading the script, I thought.
Quite aggressive when he like grabbed his uncle by the
I enjoyed that
collar, didn't he? Like, where's the turkey?
you were cracking up for that.
That's why it's ridiculous. It was like anger from nowhere.
Yeah.
Just like
I think that was about it really for that scene.
Yeah, I think then somehow the Uncle Wilfred then invites himself around and starts complaining about how he was.
So just after this kitchen scene, we transition to the next scene.
Yeah.
Was using a rounded rectangle star wipe, yellow coloured, just wipes, and we were just mesmerised.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was like beyond PowerPoint.
You never get a wipe anymore, do you? In TV,
state of your bumhole.
You never get wipes wipes anymore on TV, do you?
no, it's like cuts now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just technology, isn't it?
I think you might have done in House of Fools from memory.
But that's like an ironic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not really done anymore because it's not the what's the word? What is the Latin term for it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's got a sensible word. It's not this. It's not. Doesn't go with the status quo. It doesn't go with the
Zeitgeist.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
That's German.
Probably stemming from.
No.
Okay.
It's Germanic.
It's a big word.
Straws like that grasping. Oh, so it's on left now. So then, Sugden is decorating, and that hallway is an absolute death trap. It turns out it's like a postscript after the show finished. Molly Sugden died in a flash fire in 1984. It was like a white plastic tree, loads of tinsel everywhere.
It's like she had £100 to spend. Could have got a few really good like Christmas decorations.
How do you know the budget?
I'm just saying, like, if she had £100, but she instead
that's a lot of money back then.
down the
1983, £100. Christ.
Yeah, but I reckon she just went down the pound shop and just like burnt it all. Like every single penny went on really. It was just tat, wasn't
tinsel in it. I don't mind tinsel,
but there's good tinsel and there's bad tinsel.
Yeah,
and this was
chunky
tinsel.
It
was child's tinsel.
It was like really flimsy, cheap looking tinsel. Yeah. It wasn't a good quality luxury tinsel.
No.
No, all right, fine.
Wilfred turned
Didn't have
up.
a good tog, did it?
Tinsel tog. The tinsel tog was well off.
Good.
So then Wilfred turns up.
Yep.
Sugden's brother, which is weird because like later on when he takes the turkey away.
Yep.
He says, "Oh, a little kiss," but then he plays it as if he's angling for a full kiss on the lips, like he's after a
Might be
romantic.
brother-in-law, maybe. I don't know.
I do reckon it's like her husband's brother or something.
Could be.
What's that? Do you reckon her husband's dead or?
Oh, I don't know.
She was wearing a ring, I noticed, but didn't know that was bad.
Where was he
checking her
then?
out.
I'm always on the lookout.
Taken.
Always on the lookout.
First thing I noticed, Mark always goes in for a handshake.
What are you doing?
I'm having a look to see what his surname was. His surname was Willis.
Yeah.
Ida Willis. No, brother and sister.
Pretty weird.
Oh, hang on. No, it could still be, couldn't it?
Well, it's like Game of Thrones. Incest.
Oh,
That would explain the brass hand he had.
I thought you meant the
Well,
dragons.
it's not brass, it is. No, it's not brass. That's a different podcast.
Yeah. Right, so then Wilfred turns up. She's like, "Oh, come on in," and she reluctantly. She hasn't got much time. She's busy preparing for Christmas Day. He hasn't got time to talk to Wilfred.
Yeah.
Into the living room. He's got a Mac on and a hat. Puts the hat down on the chair. That's fine. Talking, and he's basically angling to get invited around because he says he's got nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling sad. Sugden reluctantly agrees, and he says, "Oh, I'll get a bird. I'll get a turkey." He's like, "Oh, where from, Wilfred?" And he's like, "Oh, never you mind." And he taps his nose.
It's always when you do these like descriptions in my head, I always have a little sort of dramatic reenactment noise going. Just, do you know what I mean? When like crime files sort of stuff.
What you see replayed in black and white.
Yeah. It's always what it sounds like when you do it. That's why I really enjoy it.
Okay, and then so that's sorted, right? He leaves. The son comes back in from doctors. From doctors. In a suit.
From doctors.
Hey, what seems to be a problem? He's pouring himself, like in all TV shows people do, pouring himself some neat whiskey into a glass. Who does that? It's disgusting. Imagine coming home and like, Chris likes whiskey, but like drinking it just like neat, it's horrible. People are just like, oh, that's fine.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? It depends
real
what
life,
sort of
like,
whiskey it is, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, but if I like a little sip of it.
he poured himself about a litre of whiskey into that tumbler,
Yeah.
glugging it in. He was. Anyway, so then he finds out that Wilfred's coming around. He's livid.
Mm.
Oh wait, actually during the part where he's trying to get invited round, they start talking about their late mother, and he goes, "Oh, remember what?" He's trying to guilt her into being inviting him round. He's like, remember what your mother's dying words were." And I thought for me this was the joke of the week because it really cracked me up. Because she was like really laughing as she was saying it and guffawing. They said, "Oh, remember your mother's dying words," and she said, "Pass me my teeth. I want to die smiling." What? It just really cracked me up because she was really laughing, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she seems to be really enjoying
it's a
herself.
really long thing to say before you die as well.
It's like a proper old person joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking rubbish. Anyway, so then that's it. Wilfred leaves, I reckon.
Probably, maybe. He just probably went off set.
So then the next scene is them decorating again with the son and their wife.
Yeah.
And that's where Mark's favourite joke came in.
Well, yeah, they're decorating a tree, aren't they? Yeah.
What are they putting on the top, Mark?
They're putting a fairy on top of the tree.
Is it straight or?
The fairy is not straight.
Yeah, what does the son say?
The son says he has never met one that was.
It's difficult to get them straight on the top of the tree, isn't it? It's weird.
So there's a homophobic joke. We were upset. We booed it.
Yeah, we all did.
The audience didn't get a big laugh. It got just like this. There was like a consistency of laughter throughout. There was one big laugh where Wilfred brings a live turkey in.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was just a steady sort of like they knew what they were in for.
Yeah, they were powering through.
They were like consistently
at the ready,
mediumly amused throughout the whole affair, weren't they?
Yeah. No one was upset.
Yeah, no one was going there for a big laugh. I mean, that turkey was a shock to them, though. They weren't expecting that. Whereas the rest of it, they were all expecting. Never in their wildest dreams did they expect to see a live turkey on stage.
On stage.
Live.
It's got its debut.
Live. Mystery guest.
Turkey.
It's a turkey.
Yeah, so that's happened. And then that is when, as we just mentioned, the turkey drama begins. Wilfred turns up, right? And she's like, "Oh, bloody hell." And then the turkey arrives through the door. The audience shrieks with laughter. It's a scream laugh from the audience. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're going mad about, oh, we need to have a turkey. And can you imagine if you ordered a turkey and it turned up on a day and it was alive?
Do you reckon you'd be able to kill it? Do you reckon you'd be able to kill that turkey?
Pardon?
Do you reckon you'd be able to kill and prepare a turkey with your bare hands?
Just with my bare hands, no knives or anything.
Topless. One-on-one combat in the kitchen. Do you reckon you would though? Do you reckon you'd be able to kill a turkey?
I don't know. I guess so. I mean, what physically? Yeah, probably. I don't think.
Mentally,
I'm pretty flexible. I reckon I'd be able to do it.
I don't think it'd give me any real trouble. Am I armed? Or what's the turkey got? Has the turkey got a knife?
It's a knife fight.
What sort of turkey is it? Yeah, without the music, like from the end, like Flash Gordon on the like spiked. On the spike dish. The winner, glory. The loser is Christmas dinner.
Are you not entertained?
Gobble, gobble,
Are you
gobble.
not entertained?
Just like get it to its like dying throes. Just look around, give it a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Chris, why does every Christmas has to turn to fucking Colosseum?
Everything. Why have you ordered all these bricks? What are you building out there? Big circular.
What'd you go for? Like, would you break its neck or chop its head off?
I don't know. I'd probably. I don't really know. No, I'd do it what's the most humane way. Don't know. What do they do in the factory? Dip its head in electrical final one.
Went from I don't know to that.
just put a pillow in its sleep.
Oh, we're having fun, aren't we?
Anyway.
Mark, do you reckon you'd be able to kill a turkey or not?
It's good. I've got an axe as well.
Plan B.
Plan B.
I've actually got a bit of a fear of a bird getting in a room with me.
Well.
It's a genuine.
It's a funny way of showing it, Mark.
No, like Yeah, I won't bore you with the story, but I've genuinely got a fear of like a bird getting in my bedroom and me not knowing what to do because I'll have to.
Just writes itself, doesn't it? Fucking idiot.
What do you mean?
What?
I'm genuinely scared of that.
What? Yeah,
Wait, so-
no, carry on, go on.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. Right. Very quickly. So the story is like I was having a dream and I was. Fuck's sake.
Your Honour.
So I was with an ex-girlfriend at the time, and I was dreaming that I was an owl, and like I was flying really low in like a forest, and then I sort of stopped in the forest, and I turned to the side, and there was like a pigeon or a dove just standing there at its side, and all of a sudden like it turned really sharply and looked at me in the eyes, and I jumped away, and I was fucking terrified, and it turns out it was just my ex-girlfriend. She was wearing a white t-shirt and had moved, but it was. Because I've got a fear of just a bird getting in the room. Because the room I was sleeping in at the time, it was like a loft, and the windows were always open, so a bird could just fly in. And I always just thought, if a bird comes in, I wouldn't know how to get it out. I'd have to kill it.
Oh, interesting. A bird did actually get into my old room where it was like my mum and dad's because like window must have been open. It must have got in. And I thought something was weird because there was like
That came for the door.
it was stuff knocked.
Had a key.
And then I thought there was a bird in there, but I couldn't find anything. The dog went upstairs, and obviously the dog scared it out of its like place. It was flying around. I had to. Luckily, it was like a loft room, so I could open up the window.
Yeah, bird flew into my room once. I just threw the duvet over my head and ran out of the room and got my mum to sort it out.
Just get a lighter and a can of links.
But yeah, so Wilfred brings the live turkey in. The audience absolutely pisses itself,
Yep.
and they go and put it in the bathroom. I suppose that's off screen, I guess,
Yeah.
because it cuts straight away to they're saying what we're gonna do, kill it, whatever.
Yep.
Fucking hell, it's tedious, isn't it? And then
Just go through it quickly if you want. Got 3 of these to record.
it's basically japes with the turkey. So then the next person that turn up is his other mum. She's dressed like a suffragette for some reason.
Yeah,
Mm.
weird.
I think that's trying to give you like, I mean, obviously
chalk and
she's
cheese,
onto
isn't
it,
it?
so
Like,
she's
yeah.
like very like prim and proper, and she's like a bit uptight and that. So
Yeah.
she had a little hat and that on. What's that called?
Pillbox hat.
Yeah, fascinator or whatever it's called.
Well, I don't think it's that interesting, but.
You don't like hats.
So then she goes straight to the bathroom and Sugden knows what's going to happen. She's waiting for it. Screams.
Oh, she does a countdown, doesn't she?
She does a little countdown, yeah. She knows it'll take exactly 5 seconds for her to find the turkey. She knows that she's played this game before. So then it cuts to the next scene. The suffragette is sitting on the sofa. She's covered in like feathers. Sugden's picking the feathers off of her. Don't know what happens after that. What happens?
The doctor turns up because the Dr. Robert Price. He's he somehow invites his boss, whose wife had died recently or something.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the wife who used to be.
Does have to rhyme, you know.
Dunno.
So he got fired from that funeral.
So yeah, he turns up next, and I thought he looked a little bit like Peter Serafinowicz crossed with that guy that ran the hotel in.
Some months to have him.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he looks a little bit like him as well.
Did it have a neck, did he?
No, he didn't have a neck.
No
at all.
need.
Well, he's just very stiff and very wooden, wasn't he? And then
Well, I was looking at him. But
He really loves turkey.
he.
Yeah, and just at the end, because they had a frozen turkey, that's what Wilfred brought along next as a replacement.
Yeah, and they were trying to defrost it with
4
hair dryers. 4 hair dryers, all plugged in, all at the same time, all going on the turkey, and then it just ended really abruptly, didn't it? Like he came in, they started looking at the turkey, having a bit of a laugh about it, and then they sung the first line of A Christmas Carol, and then
Oh yeah, she sung "Knees Like Martha Brown" first of all,
Yep.
mistakenly.
yeah, obviously straight away, and then it just ended, and we was all like, oh, it's
It ended, yeah.
but nothing happened. It
Well,
was really boring.
the guy with the dead wife, he laughed. She
Yeah.
Ida said something funny, or remotely funny, and he just started chuckling. He went, "Oh,
well, it felt.
it's the first time
I think what they were going for is like a
Christmas brings everyone together, and it
Yeah,
makes
sort of thing,
everything
like
all
a
right and
like a
stuff
Christmas
that.
Carol, sort of like he's in a bad way. He's grieving, but then they cheer him up. But it felt rushed and completely unearned because we only saw him for one scene.
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
like
I don't
they
know
could
who
have
it
had more with that rather than all the bollocks at the start. Like,
Yeah,
they sort of, you know,
Yeah.
that'd been a lot better way of doing it.
Yeah.
If he was
Weird.
brought in like the first act or halfway through the second kind of thing.
I spent a lot of time with like just faff. Like realistically, that real turkey. I mean, obviously, apart from being the biggest laugh and the greatest sight that audience had seen in an age. What's the point of it, really? They could have just got the frozen turkey there, and that would have been enough of a sort of a shit thing to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, and then the way this guy's introduced, like the son's bringing him through, and he's trying to, he doesn't want him to see it's a frozen turkey, and because apparently because he's a surgeon, they expect to carve the turkey or something.
Yeah.
So he's trying to usher him down the hallway, and he's like, "Oh, through here." And he's like, "Oh no, not that door!" And he opens the door, and they're all sitting around with hair dryers, and they don't notice that he's here.
As if he wouldn't be suspicious after being there for 6 hours,
Yeah.
and he still hasn't eaten.
What's that sound?
You know,
Yeah, exactly. I think this is 1980 something. This was recorded 1983 maybe.
983, yeah.
And like there's 3 hairdryers going. And
I don't think it'd be powerful.
Well, he still has electricity
Oh.
in 1980s.
no. I mean, like he would have heard like a noise.
Yeah.
What?
He would have a noise to go like, oh, what's going on in this room, man?
Well, think about how loud one hairdryer is.
Oh, yeah. I
Sounds
give you
like
that.
4.
Yeah.
Well,
It's loud.
3. The sun wasn't there.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
And so he walks into the room, they don't notice he's there, and then Sugden is chatting to the other people, and he's like, "Oh, just because he invited his bloody boss around here,
Yeah.
who does he think he is, fucking prick?" And then like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they're doing the classic, and the other one's like, "Oh,
He's behind you.
yeah,"
Little
and then she
panto
realises
shit.
she's like, "Oh, Merry Christmas."
Mm.
But then he like completely ignores that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but what are you going to do? Kick off and like say,
Yeah,
well, I'm
you
fucking going home then,
fucking-
aren't you? Fucking hell.
Turn the table over.
Yeah.
But then and then he just immediately is completely comes round and he's laughing and that's the end.
Mm.
And it's just oh right. That's,
Yeah, it's a strange one. Strange ending.
I thought it was to be another ad break because it didn't feel like an ending.
No.
Apart from the tree and the turkey and stuff, it wasn't particularly Christmassy, was it?
No.
But then, I don't know, what were you going to do with it? It's not the type of thing that's going to put any Christmas magic into it, is it?
I feel like if they'd done that thing with like what you just said, if they'd have brought the doctor in earlier and there was a bit more Christmassiness around that, like how if he spoke a bit more about like how they used to spend all Christmases together and they just had a bit more dialogue around that, then maybe. But
It just felt like
Yeah.
undeveloped and unearned the end of it. But I thought overall Sugden's performance was pretty good. It was a real tour de force.
yeah,
She really carried the show, and I
she
thought
was a
she was.
defined character.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
But overall, pretty
Tame.
tame. Yeah, nothing really memorable.
No, nothing at all.
But you know, well, there was a homophobic joke, but
Yeah, there were some outdated ideas, but then there was some outdated crockery, so...
don't know what was worse. Mark, what do you reckon?
Probably the crockery.
Okay,
Very
was
off-putting.
a joke of the week or whatever.
Joke of the week. Well, I didn't really find anything in it funny, if I'm honest. Yeah, I wouldn't pick anything out for that.
Chris?
Joke of the week, I don't know. The visual turkey laugh, I guess. There you go.
You're with the audience there then.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I love seeing a live turkey. Best part of the zoo.
Right, I can see you've got your phone out. I know what you're about to do.
I was just checking the time.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait, you know what? I was the
Really?
phone when I look at the time.
Oh, okay.
I'll just check the
sorry.
time.
Just check time. Really check it to the minute.
Does it?
I'm checking the seconds as well.
Stand the test of time?
No, I don't think it does.
No, not really.
No. Let's open the next advent calendar window.
Speaking of advent calendars, did you hear the
There he is. Go on.
did you hear about the guy who stole an advent calendar?
I didn't hear about him, no.
Did you know about him? It's in the news. It's really weird. I don't know whether this is just like about the criminal justice system. He got 25 days. That's outrageous. It's fair.
I felt it coming the whole time.
You saw the window of opportunity.
No, I'd have pushed for destiny. That's what
So it's not a ho ho ho. That was a no no no. That last one.
Yeah. Do you think it stands the test of time?
No.
No. Were you a hoe or a no?
Well, it's not the first time I've been asked that. Yeah, no, it was all right. But
No,
it
no,
wasn't.
no.
You wouldn't see that today.
Is it ho 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 or no no
I
no?
refuse to do that.
All right, we're spinning the thing then.
Let's
Let
spin.
Chris do it. Go on.
All right, yeah, that's good. Let's do one each.
Good idea. Doesn't
Wow.
make a difference.
No, it does.
Doesn't make a
No,
difference.
it's nice.
Ooh,
I'll put it on silent.
Oh, nice one. Brilliant.
perfect.
Dynamite audio.
Get some in.
Get some in.
All right. Well, that was it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next episode for Get Some In. See you shortly.
Fucking hell.
Gee, oh yeah, we might as well just cut it.